Welcome back to the garage. Today we'll show you how we installed this Modz Flip4 seat on an EZGO TXT. Here's how we did it.
Do it yourself, go kart. Do it yourself, go kart. Do it yourself, go kart. It's the one-stop shop for installing kart parts.
These are the tools we'll be using on this installation. Well, the first thing we're going to do is go to remove the two bolts, one on each side, that hold the sun top to the rear supports, using a Phillips head screwdriver and an 11mm socket. Once we get the nuts and bolts out, it's time to prop up the rear portion of the sun top. Now with a 7/16 socket, we'll remove the front seat back assembly. Now we'll remove the two rear sun top supports with a 1/2" socket and wrench. Now we'll remove the other two on the other side. Now to remove our seat back support by removing these two bolts on each side using a 9/16 socket. And once all the bolts are removed, just lift right off. Now we're going to install our seat back supports. When doing that, make sure that the flat portion is to the outside of the car. You just sit in place and use your bolt and washer supplied. And with a 9/16 socket, we'll tighten down the bolts. Now to remove the two rivets, one on each side here in the bag well. We'll use a punch and a hammer. Now let's do the one on the other side. Now with a 1/2" drill bit, we'll drill out the hole where we just took the rivet out. Now we'll put our seat base support in. Make sure you have the L portion pointing towards the back of the car. Put our bolt with washer in, and then our washer and nut on the underside. Remember to only finger tighten this. Now we will install the seat frame. Now we'll put our bolt through, leaving just enough room here for our nut and washer. And remember, just get it good and finger tight. Now let's do this to the other side. Now to attach our support to our seat frame. We'll put it to the inside hole on each side, and our bolt, washer, and washer and nut on the back side. Now we'll do the same thing to the other side. Now we're going to install the footrest brackets. When doing that, what you want to do is make sure that the flat bar is on the outside of the car, and we'll be using the middle hole. So we'll put this across here. Keeping in mind, this is going to hold it in place, and this piece will not completely collapse against this. Now to mount the footrest bracket to the support and secure with the washer and nut. Now for the armrest. Put the bolt through with the washer on it. Another washer and nut. Okay, now we'll mount it to the footrest. Now we'll put the footrest side bracket on. What you want to do is make sure that you got it turned to where this piece will cup underneath the footwell, and that the armrest will actually come right straight through here. And we'll put our washer and nut on the back side. Now let's do this to the other side. Now we'll put the back support on. Put it in place. Be sure to leave enough room on the back side here for your nut and washer, and bolt it on. And for the upper bolt, be sure to put in your spacer. Now let's install the sun top supports, making sure that the top portion is pointed towards the inside of the car. Be sure to use our washer and nut. We'll tighten these down and then go do the other side. Now we'll reinstall our sun top using the original hardware. We're going to put our bolt with the washer from the top. We'll slide our spacer on. Hold it in place while we remove our broom handle. We can lower our sunroof. The bolt go through the hole here, and then install our washer and nut Now we'll do the same to the other side. Now we'll install our front seat back using our original hardware. Now these we can go ahead and tighten down. Remember, all of our other nuts and bolts are still loose. Now we'll put our seat back bracket on, making sure that the seat channel is turned in the direction so that it'll go over the seat back bracket. Now we'll tighten these down and do the other side as well. Now that we got our brackets on, we can actually sit it onto the rear support, put our bolt through, be sure to put our nut and washer on the underside, and we'll do it on the same on the other side. Now this we can go ahead and tighten down. Now to put our rear seat base on, we'll set it down, align it up, making sure that our little grab handle is right in the center and at the top. Flip it over, get our number 3 Phillips head screws, put it in the holes, line it up, and screw these in. Keep in mind, you only want to get these snug. You do not want to over tighten these. Once we get done tightening these down, we can go ahead and get our tools and tighten all the nuts and bolts from the footrest all the way to the sun top. Well, we've had another great day here at the garage. We got our Modz Flip4 seat installed, and I must say this is probably one of the most sturdy seats I've seen yet. It comes pre-drilled for a trailer hitch or safety bar. We've got brackets in the back for seat belts, just in case I want to throw another person on here. And if you put another person on here, you might also want to consider getting some heavy-duty leaf springs. Well, we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and for all your golf cart parts and accessories, check out DIYgolfcart.com and make sure to check out our other videos.